to my channel. Just in case you're new here, my name is Kay and I make videos about daily planning, home and garden planning, budget planning, and some self-improvement planning. Today I have been working, well, first of all, let me share, I have been up since 1:40 a.m. this morning. And sometimes my mornings just go like that. I don't hate it because it gives me so much time to, do my office work and get set up for the day. And even though it's Monday, it's like a bonus weekend day for me because I took the day off. It has been a whirlwind around here, as you can probably guess, because I've been a little bit slower in filming. We have had company, and then my daughter moved this past weekend, and we had more company, and today we're getting even more company. So I feel like I've got a lot of updates to do. My budget needs some attention because with all the company, everything that's been going on, that's out of control. But first things first, I feel like I just need to get my July set up because tomorrow is July and I would hate to start the new month without being, set up for success. I was just sharing some video that I was making as I was setting up July. This is a new insert for me. This is my third month now in the Traveler's Notebooks, and I continue to really enjoy it. And I don't, foresee in the near future at least coming out of the Traveler's Notebooks. I do love the opportunity to set up as many inserts as I want and be as focused or as fluid with those as I want. So today I thought I might take you along or bring you along as I set up a couple of these notebooks or inserts. Yes, inserts. Okay, this is a brand new one for me. And it's a brand new one for me because, this is my Everyday Traveler's Notebook that I carry in my purse. And if I come over here to my shine sheet, which I like to do each month and just keep track of a few things that I want to make sure that I'm staying on top of. I have not had a good June, and some of my goals I just really continue to struggle with, and that includes hydration. I did a pretty good job at taking all my vitamins. I completely fell off the wagon with sugar. If you watch my videos, you'll know that I went a couple of months without eating any sugar, and what I thought was I could try to bring more balance into that of don't be so restrictive, and that just took me off. It didn't help that I was off my medication, my weight loss medication, for about 2 weeks because I just wanted to eat everything, all the bad foods. So I haven't been doing a good job here, and I haven't been doing a good job with my movement. I feel like I was really just in this groove with my self-improvement midlife, makeover project, where I was taking so much better care of my skin and doing my really complex oral care routine at night. And you can just see I kind of lost it in June. So I thought, what better way to refocus and recommit to this than start an insert that's dedicated. I used this insert just in my regular dailies, and was just updating it as I was updating, doing some morning brief journaling and things like that. And I think I would like to do something a little bit more focused because I at least want to, for maybe try, a week, maybe 2 weeks out of July to track what I'm eating. I would like to be a little bit more mindful about that. So I did grab a new insert. I've set it up for July. And now I've set up my July shine sheet. I'm going to continue to focus on the same things. And after this, what I want to do is just start making note of extra movement and what I'm eating each day. I don't have the goal of tracking it for the whole month. Maybe even just, sporadically throughout the month. I just want to start keeping track so I have a good idea about my micronutrients that I'm consuming each day. So yeah, so I thought maybe with a focused insert, looking at my health, specifically looking at my health, that, I don't know, I'd see better outcome. So we're going to give it a try for the month of July. And that's the first insert that I've set up for July. Okay. My next thing that I did was, let me grab it. Where is it? If I can find it. Here it is. Is my, this is for my budgeting. And I really enjoyed having these dedicated pages. I am using YNAB now, and I'm feeling more and more comfortable with that. And I'm seeing the chaos in my finances. I always, have felt like, oh, those are at a pretty good place. And again, I'm in this groove. And then, of course, YNAB forced me to be a little bit more detailed with the tracking of that. And I could see where, I can easily see where a lot of money is going to waste. Cheers. Oh, gosh, that's barely warm. And so I had set up this notebook that kind of went along with YNAB of just reminding me what cash I needed to put in my personal and home and garden binder, my sinking funds, my emergency fund, which I also call my savings, and then the cash coming out of my buffer account, what I call my household and buffer account. And I really liked that I set this up. I love the little images that I created for it, but I wanted to set up something big, like it looks a little bit plain to me. Maybe as it gets more busy, like this one doesn't look plain because it's more busy, but these look a little plain and a little sad. So I wanted to make some just little headers for it. So that's the next thing that I did to get set up for July, is I just want to change a couple of things about this budgeting insert. I could have made these on my Cricut, but I didn't want to take the time. So I just printed out these labels on clear sticker paper and then cut them out. So this is for my cash binders. Over here, my sinking funds. And here we go. I think I'll put this one down here. And then over here, I have my savings. But if I put this one down here, and then over here, I have household. And if I can get this sticker off. Okay, go put this here. Yeah, I think I'll like that better. And then I made a few extra household stickers because I know that's where the majority of my entries are going to fall. You can see I have a lot of budgeting catch up to do because as I enter things in YNAB, I make that little check mark next to it, and I've got a lot of catching up. Okay, and I have an extra savings, so I'll just pop that there. And okay, and this is now set up for July. That's what I wanted to do in that. Okay, now I have a new insert. It was my birthday on Friday. And my family just did such an amazing job at celebrating that for me. I'm not really big on my own birthday. In fact, I have, as a child, I just remember I was so introverted and probably introverted plus shy. They're not the same thing, but I was probably both. And I just hated, at school when they would sing to you. I did not like that. And so I still have birthday trauma. I like to keep it pretty low key. I don't like for people to buy me presents. I just like to spend time with them. So, but anyway, I'm going to do a spread on it. My husband picked up a cake. My mom picked up cupcakes and strawberry shortcake, just all my favorite things. My husband gave me a day at the spa. Those were some pictures of the spa. He made me my very favorite thing that he cooks, and that's a mushroom stroganoff. Here he is being silly and licking the spoon. And we all had a birthday dinner. And then this year I received so many flowers. I think this is the most flowers I've ever received. My house is just full of flowers, which is amazing. From work, from my husband, from my mom. It was just amazing. So this is the little table that he set up for dinner. And my mom gave me, well, first of all, my daughter, she did this amazing digital design spread for me for the book that I've been working on. And that was just so incredible. I was just really blown away. She is so talented. So I have this whole digital design spread that she did for me, and that was amazing. My mom, my daughter helped my mom, but my mom bought me a bunch of books that were on my Amazon wish list that I just keep watching for when they go on sale. So I got that. I got a book bag. She got me this really cool candle. She's writing a bestseller, and I'm going to do a spread on my Commonplace Traveler's Notebook for my birthday. So it was a lovely, lovely day, and I'll go back a little bit to my daughter's gift and my mom's gift. I shared in my previous video that I've been writing a book. It's another reason why I've been more quiet than usual. I am a published author, but all of my works pertain to my time as a marriage and family therapist and clinical sexologist and their trade work. So I generally write for other clinicians. The only, public facing, where people, just general people who aren't clinicians, non-clinicians would be interested in would be a premarital workbook that kind of goes over, the areas of life that you may want to, have conversations about during that engagement period. So outside of that, I really don't do any fiction writing, and I've always wanted to. And this is the first time where I've seen myself capable of doing that. So my mom gave me all of that. I am doing continue to write like crazy. I think I'm probably well into 30,000 plus words at this point. I'm in chapter 28 now, so it's just coming right along. But my mom gave me a very, very special gift, and that is, in case this is your first time watching my channel, in case you see me itching here, I have a little bug bite. My husband and I, about 3 years ago, bought a large piece of undeveloped land, and we then spent the next, it's taken us about a good 2 years to get it up and running. We built a small home on the land, and we built many things on the property. One of the gifts that my mom gave me for my birthday was money to build a small writing studio on the property. And I have just been blown away by her generosity, and just been deep in thought about what I want that to look like. So I will be building a small little cottage shed on the property to do all my writing in. The location's already been selected. I wanted it in my garden, and so I just always envisioned opening up, double French doors into a little cottage office and seeing my garden there outside. I do spend a lot of good time in the garden, but also a place, where the chickens and the ducks can be there with me. And I have this wonderful view that's just always kind of been a daydream / fantasy of mine. And thanks again to my mom's generosity, that's now going to come to fruition. So having built many things on the property, I kind of know that that starts with a vision board, and I thought I would do an insert on that. One of my biggest regrets from building things on the property here is we didn't have any experience as builders. It's just kind of a dream of ours, and I didn't manage the budget and the finance well. And I've shared that in my budgeting videos, and that caused my husband and I to accrue a lot of debt, overextend ourselves, and we had to do some pretty radical things in order to try to heal and regrow from that. So I wanted an insert that was solely dedicated to the build of that cottage shed. So I printed out some stickers, and actually, no, I think they'll be okay. I'm all like, which sticker should I lay down first? I think I'm going to start here with the little writing shed, and I would like for it to have, oh shoot, I almost threw away the sticker and kept the backing. I want it to have a little pebble path. And my husband has been very busy building gates and fences. And I would like for it to have a little picket fence. And then for sure, because I've shared here before that I used to breed and grow heritage roses. So for sure, it's going to have some roses around it. Does anybody else struggle with these stickers? So there we go. And then, because this midlife makeover of mine has kind of rocked my world, and even though it's changed a little bit, how I'm tracking it, it's moved from paper planning that midlife makeover to living that makeover. And for me, it's been very much has felt like the next chapter. So maybe I'll name my little writing cottage shed the next chapter. I don't know. But anyway, oh gosh, the pebble path kind of came through the fence, huh? That's okay. Anyway, you get the idea. So this insert will be dedicated to the next chapter, where I fulfill even more dreams. And yeah, okay. I think the next traveler's notebook I want to look at is my little passport. And I have a couple of things I need to update in here. This one I don't run monthlies or anything in. It's kind of my brain dump of just things I want to do. And my TBR, I keep track of this and I keep it in my purse with me in case I'm at a used bookstore or the bookstore or someplace where there's books. I know exactly what I have. And I did update this with the new books. I made some little stickers so I know what I have in physical copy versus, let me bump into an Audible here. Into an Audible, and just keeping track of that. What TBRs don't have a sticker is what I'm looking for or waiting to go on sale. And then the ones that do have a sticker is what I have now in my library. So I did add those new books that I got for my birthday. You'll see them here, now added, and I've got lots of good reading. But it's over here in my brain dump area where I need to add some things. I need to make a doctor's appointment, and I think I put this already on my list. Make doctor's appointment, make dentist appointment. Yes, because I'm about ready to run out of my prescription for iron. I live with chronic and sometimes severe anemia, and I'm almost out. I take a dose of iron that you can't buy in the store, so that has to be prescribed to me. And so that's there, but also I need to call pharmacy because my work switched insurance in January, and my doctor's office and pharmacy still is struggling with processing that. So I ended up, my doctor at the same time in February, I think it was, retired, and it's just been a switch and then a switch. So I need to call pharmacy because my insurance just last week finally updated with the new doctor. I only have, I think it's 2 shots left of my weight loss medication, and that was such a hassle this past time in getting just the insurance updated. I'm worried now getting the doctor updated. It's going to be a hassle again. So I want to call the pharmacy to make sure that that doctor update is not going to cause me to have to get pre-approved again and go through that whole process that just took weeks last time. So I need to call pharmacy and make the doctor change. And there was one other thing. Oh, in my garden, I'll put it down under garden. I need to spray the perimeter of the house. To try to keep the ants at bay. I have a real big issue in my garden right now. I was thinking about just doing a gardening vlog so you guys can see what a day of gardening looks like for me, gardening plus animal care. I have a big tomato issue right now. We had some surprisingly warmer weather, and my tomatoes have just exploded, and I did not get a chance to support them. So now I'm at the place where, how do I help these tomatoes? Already they're growing out of the box and the raised bed, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I have to really think about them. So I need to get out there and do something about the tomatoes as well. This past week, I'll put a picture up in the video for you. We had a rattlesnake in the garden, and I am so afraid of snakes, y'all. But my husband, like a boss, went and got the snake hook, picked it up, and we have a snake enthusiast, I don't know, expert. He comes in, he has a service, and he'll come and collect the snake. So we are a no-kill animal sanctuary here, so we don't kill snakes. And he comes and relocates them. So yeah, my husband caught the snake with my mom, and my mom has no fear of snakes. My husband has a deep respect for them, but he doesn't really fear them either. It's just me. But I've been a little bit wigged out to go into the garden, and I just need to get out there today and get over that. So anyway, to go help these tomatoes, I'll also show you when I do that vlog where we're going to build that studio, that writing studio. And it's not going to be big. We have to build a certain size here so that we don't have to be permitted. So that's why a lot of the things that you see that we built are small. Anyway, so I'll show you that today when I go out there. But you can see I'm backed up on my gardening chores because, well, snake. Okay, I think outside of calling the pharmacy today, I think that's good. We need to go to the post office. I'm hoping I can talk hubby into this on his way out to the airport to pick up his kiddos. Our company that's coming in today are his adult children. And my husband and I each had children in separate marriages, so we're a blended family. He's going to go pick them up, so hopefully I can talk him into going to the post office and I should be doing my Amazon return at Kohl's today, but I don't think I'm going to go out. I think I'm just going to dedicate the day for the garden. Okay, outside of that, I think I'm caught up in my little passport notebook. Now let's go back to my daily traveler's notebook. Let's take a peek here. Okay, June is over today, and all of that's filled out. No changes. I don't have any planned changes for July in what I'm doing with the calendar layout. I do like to track my sleep and my steps. And July is already set up here. And I'll continue just to track my sleep and steps here. So no work there that I need to do. Okay, June. Okay. My shine sheet, we've kind of already shared with that. My June dailies, we've already kind of gone through those in my last video. And I guess I'll start my July right here. When I was setting up that other notebook, I did make duplicates of the July calendar. So I will use that because I do like to have a monthly page so I can just see when it's transitioning to the new month. I don't do these ahead of time. I've shared before in my inserts because I want to give myself the flexibility to do a daily little journal whenever I want and not every day. That's not a fixed experience for me. I just allow that to float as it needs to float throughout the month, and that's been a big change for me because my tendency is I still have that habit of wanting to draw lines and get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday set up and be a little compulsive with my list making, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to spend more time doing the things that I do planning them. Okay. And then I leave my space around the month where I do like to put big things. July 4th, I have off work. And today is the 30th. The 30th through the 6th, hubby on vacation. He and the kids have a lot of fun things planned, so that will be cool for him. And I'll just continue to write down the events as they happen in July, and then I'll start my little daily journal here. Okay, nothing to clean out here. Let's take a look at this cash wallet. I have spent a lot of money on my ATM, as we looked at back here. Oh no, that was in my other one. And not a lot of cash from my cash wallet. So I started off with $340 last week, and as you can see, I still have $3, $5, $10. So I've only spent $30 from my cash wallet this past week. Okay, so I'm going to put that back in there. I'm going to take out these 3 ones because you all know those go to my dollar jar. So I'm going to make a note today. Dollar jar. And we're putting $3. And that's so that it will balance. And this is all ready to go for July. Let's take a look at my Love Notes Traveler's Notebook. Okay, there's one insert in Love Notes that I need to set up on the monthly, because the rest of this is just creative works, creative, you know, tracking branding things or ideas. But I do run a calendar for when I'm posting on YouTube, Love Notes. And I like to make note of the content of the video. So let's come over here to July. And today is the 30th, so tomorrow will be the 1st. And get this numbered out. I'm going to guess that outside of, you know, creating any special stickers that I want, it probably only takes me about an hour to get each one of my traveler's notebooks set up for the new month. So it's not a significant amount of time. And then let's see if I have any stickers that I can put. Let's see, this is my first pile of stickers, and I think those are all for like specific pages. And then these are other stickers that I've made. Let's see. That's a cute one, isn't it? Should I do a love and then a peaceful me? Decisions. This is my Love Notes insert. Cozy. Traveler's Notebooks. I think I'm going to do a love and a zen. Okay. Okay, there's one. And where am I going to put that? It's a little bit big. Maybe here on its side. What do you all think? Okay, ready to go. And that's for Love Notes. Actually, let me just put it away proper. You know, when you see me put my inserts in the elastic, it's generally because it's not one that's mobile. But when you see it out, it's definitely something that I'm moving around in my traveler's notebooks and bringing with me. Okay, oh, this next one, I do have some work to do in this one, but it's a spread for my birthday, like I was sharing. So I'm almost finished with my next book, so I'll have a book review to do. And I haven't had any existential crisis journaling to do, so that's been sitting. Okay, you know what? Oh, there is one more thing. My writing insert. I have not updated it, well, since chapter 20. I need to update it with all these chapters, and I need to make a June or a July layout for my writing, but I haven't been happy with this. So I need to give it some thought. I need to probably watch some videos on how other writers track this and get some, ideas for that. Okay, well, on that note, I think we're done here getting set up for July. I hope you all are well, and until the next time, may you be blessed.